What is going on, guys? I'm Rush. This is Little Miss Rowdy Ronda Rousey for Rush Force Outdoors, and you're watching realistic fishing. Always keep it realistic.
What the f is up with this? Some people are just so trashy. Let's dump some water on this. It's filling the park with disgusting smoke. Lucky for me, someone's trash is my way to put out the fire. So let's go get a cup of water and dump it on that smoldering log. Morons. Hopefully that'll work, and everyone who comes to the park won't have to walk through the cloud of smoke. Anyway, now that I'm done with that, let's get to the fishing portion of the video. Today I'm trying to catch my first bass on a chatterbait. This is a Z-Man Chatterbait with a Kitech style swim bait trailer. Just one. Or two, or three, or four, or five. Fish. Oh my God. Holy. Woo! Holy sh! First chatterbait bass, and it's a good one. Wow, this fish was fired up, and so am I. Holy cow. You can see where I hooked him right there in the top of the mouth. Yes! I need to get my composure. Now that is a nice fish. Look at that big mouth on him. Went after that Z-Man Chatterbait. My first chatterbait bass here, and it's a doozy. I would say between 3 and 4 pounds easily. That is a nice big largemouth bass. My heart is racing. He was jumping, splashing underneath that dock, going nuts. Man. All right, time to let it go. Man, I am so stoked about that. First chatterbait bass, and it was a beauty. Someone recently recommended I try a chatterbait in the comments. I went with it. Holy cow. When I'm not putting out fires, I'm catching big bass on chatterbait. That's what I got him on right here. So I got a Z-Man Chatterbait with a Kitech swim bait trailer. This is a green and silver skirt, kind of like a shad or bluegill pattern. Man, brilliant, brilliant. My line is just a bit frayed right here now, so I'm gonna retie. Fresh as a daisy. I see some small bass and stuff chasing minnows over here by the boat launch. Let's make a few more casts. My heart is still racing from that bass. That was a nice big bass. I'm fishing that H2O Express Angler. It's like a $30 combo from 4 years ago. Still casts great. Just goes to show you don't need expensive stuff to be out there catching big bass. I had a little bass chasing it right there. That was kind of cool. Man, what a confidence boost. I was at about a 2, now I'm at about a 7 just because of that one big fish. I've lost maybe half a dozen chatterbaits in my lifetime and never caught one until just then. And it was amazing. All right, one more cast here and then we're gonna go walk down the bank, see if we can't find one down that way by the weeds. I know this is not a weedless lure by any means, but I don't want to just stand here and fish in one spot the whole time. It's always better to go chase them bass than to wait for them to come to you. Gotta try one more cast by the dock here. It was so crazy. I casted a few next to this side of the dock, nothing. Went to that other side, bam, first cast, nice big bass. Got a lot of rock, got some cinder blocks, other junk like that in the water here. Kind of a rip-rappy bank. All right, let's get out of here. Well, here we are at the next public park where I can fish without a boat. And of course, there's a guy fishing 20 feet off the bank. Well, the last 2 spots I tried were covered up by boaters. Guys in bass boats fishing the bank at the public park. I mean, that's the most pressured spot on the whole lake. That's where all the bank fishermen go. Why in the hell would you fish there? So, rather than wasting time fishing where those guys just fished a few minutes before me, I moved somewhere else. Let's see if we can get another fish on the chatterbait. I was down here the other day and saw some shad. Let's see if we can find a bass or something willing to go for this chatterbait. Yeah, this water's looking kind of scummy and gross. Look at that, it's got like a brown foamy film on top. Look at my line, look at the spool. It's already gross and dingy from the scum on top of the water here. It's almost like an oil slick. There are definitely signs of shad in this area. I just hope there's some fish looking to feed on them. Maybe they can pick my lure out of the crowd. Just not much going on over here. While there are shad, there don't seem to be any bass. Let's go try down this way in the channel. I don't know why they took the water down so low. It just looks so scummy. It probably has a low amount of dissolved oxygen. Everything's gonna be just kind of blah. I did get one last time I was here, but I got it on a lipless crankbait. Let's see if I can get another one. All right, I'm half tempted to break this spot down, fish it slower, maybe with a Texas rig or something. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try a Texas rig worm maybe. We're gonna slowly drag it on the bottom near this cover. Out here by this big log, maybe over this way. Let's give that a try. All right, what I have here is a green pumpkin power bait power worm. Let's slow this down just a bit, see if we can't catch a bass out of here with a little finesse. And I'm right up into the tree. First cast. Oh, hell yeah. I just got so lucky and got everything back. Let's do that a little better this time. There we go. Yikes. Thought I was going to lose my lure on the first cast. Fish. All right. Nice. Hey, hey, second bass of the day. Glad to have a second fish on the show here, just as these waves are rolling in. Got this one on a plastic worm. I just came through here with the chatterbait and didn't get any bites, but that subtle presentation of a Texas rig worm got this fish's attention for sure. Look at these fish. There was a fish out here chasing minnows. I heard him splash as I was looking at this one. Anyway, good fish. Let's let him go. Woo! Feisty. Well, it was an interesting day for sure. I got my first bass on a chatterbait, and it was a good one. And I am psyched about that. I also put out a fire, dealt with a couple annoying boaters, and caught a bass over here on a Texas rig worm. If that's not realistic, I don't know what is. Thanks for watching Realistic Fishing. Keep it realistic.